Call our meeting to order. All rise. Let us pray. Gracious God, we come again, Father. I thank you for this day. I thank you for your Son Jesus and what he means to each and every one of us, Lord. I thank you for these people that are here, those watching at home, Father. I just pray that we conduct your business in a Christian fashion. I just ask, God, now that you be with all those that have lost loved ones in our community, Father. Comfort them, Lord, as only you can. For our fire, police, and EMS, Lord, I just ask that you keep them safe as they look after us. I ask this now in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Franks, lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. I want to take just a second to thank you all that are here tonight and for all of those of you watching at home. Would the clerk please call the roll?
David Sisson.
Here.
Lori Story.
Here.
Tia Wesson.
Here.
Bo Pettit.
Here.
Jeannie Marie Whitehead.
Here.
Wayne Simpson.
Here.
Steve Nipper.
Here.
James Jefferson.
Here.
Minutes from our August meeting are in your packet. If there are no additions or corrections to those minutes, so I'll entertain a motion when you're ready.
So moved. Second.
Motion for Mr. Jefferson, second for Mr. Pettit. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Could I get a motion to add a piece of business to the agenda tonight, please?
I'll make a motion.
Motion for Ms. Story,
Second.
second for Mr. Simpson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Let's move into old business. It's our third and final reading, establishing regulations on vacant buildings. This has been by title only. Could I get a motion, please?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second to have the third and final reading by title only. Ms. Mealer, when you're ready, would you call the roll, please?
David Sisson.
Yes.
Lori Story.
Yes.
Tia Wesson.
Yes.
Bo Pettit.
Yes.
Jeannie Marie Whitehead.
Yes.
Wayne Simpson.
Yes.
Steve Nipper.
Yes.
And James Jefferson.
Yes.
An ordinance establishing a vacant building registration program for the identification and regulation of vacant buildings in the city, amending Chapter 13 of the Magnolia Code to add an Article 4 for such purpose and for other purposes.
That's the third and final reading. Any questions or comments from the council? Is there a motion to adopt the ordinance?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion for Ms. Story, second for Mr. Simpson. Call the roll when you're ready, Ms. Mealer.
David Sisson.
Yes.
Lori Story.
Yes.
Tia Wesson.
Yes.
Bo Pettit.
Yes.
Jeannie Marie Whitehead.
Yes.
Wayne Simpson.
Yes.
Steve Nipper.
Yes.
And James Jefferson.
Yes.
Next item of old business is also the third and final reading, amending the business license regulations. That has also been by title only. If I could get a motion and a second for that, please.
Motion. Second.
Motion from Ms. Whitehead, second from Ms. Wesson. Would you call the roll, Ms. Mealer?
David Sisson.
Yes.
Lori Story.
Yes.
Tia Wesson.
Yes.
Bo Pettit.
Yes.
Jeannie Marie Whitehead.
Yes.
Wayne Simpson.
Yes.
Steve Nipper.
Yes.
And James Jefferson.
Yes.
An ordinance amending Article 3, Article 2 of Chapter 10 of the Magnolia Code to modernize business regulations, repealing any ordinance or parts of the Magnolia Code in conflict therewith and for other purposes.
That's the third and final reading. Any questions, comments, or concerns from the council at this time? Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Jefferson, second, Ms. Whitehead. We'll take a roll call when you're ready.
David Sisson.
Yes.
Lori Story.
Yes.
Tia Wesson.
Yes.
Bo Pettit.
Yes.
Jeannie Marie Whitehead.
Yes.
Wayne Simpson.
Yes.
Steve Nipper.
Yes.
And James Jefferson.
Yes.
This will not, we won't bother this till after the first of the year on business license because it's too much trouble, so that'll take effect then. Let's move into new business. First up is Andy Franks, A.O. Franks Engineering. Mr. Franks, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mayor. I think you have before you a copy of a recommendation letter and bid tabulation for the aeration improvements for the raw water intake structure out at Lake Columbia. We took bids on that project on, I believe it was last Tuesday on the 16th. We have two bidders, RBIS out of Texarkana and ETI Services out of Malvern, and their bids are as shown. Our recommendation is to award the contract to RBIS at $469,775 and move forward with contract execution as soon as possible. Our budget estimate for construction was $488,500, so they're within our budget.
Any questions of Andy?
What's the start date and when you think about it's going to be complete?
The start date will likely be within the next 30 to 45 days. This is, if you'll remember, the Arkansas Natural Resources Commission grant. So we'll have to get their concurrence of award before we can actually have a notice to proceed and issue the contract documents. So that generally takes 30 days or so. And then construction, 90 to 120 days. I think it's a 120-day contract. And with it being in the winter, likely we'll use all of that. So by early spring, should be finished with it.
What role will Darrell, at the lake superintendent, what role will he play?
Actually, his role in the construction and then in the operation of it would be very little, if any. He's more the manager of the lake itself, and this is purely for the Magnolia's water system.
So once it's in?
Once it's in, it will be maintained by water system personnel.
Gotcha.
Will there be any kind of disruption in services or anything?
Should be absolutely none. This actually puts air in the lake, which it happens before it's actually introduced into the conveyance system to get the water to the plant. So there'll be no disruption in getting the water to the plant or in treatment itself.
Mr. Citizen, you gonna ask what it's gonna do for fishing?
I know what it's going to do. More oxygen, more fish.
All right, is there a motion to award RBIS $469,777 for this aeration project, which is, Andy, a grant, zero cost to the city?
It is 100% grant.
So moved.
Second.
If I hear no other questions or comments, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Andy. I know you traveled. If you need to slip away, we'll understand.
Are you still doing South Line
We'll-
next Tuesday?
We open bids on that tomorrow,
Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow, what time? 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock,
2
City
o'clock.
Hall.
Here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank
So
you.
Andy will be back before you next month to award.
We'd be welcome to see you there.
Okay, I'll come see you.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Next item of business is our water audit. Whitney?
Our auditors had prior obligations, so I offered to present tonight. So Turner, Rogers, Manning, and Plyler did our water audit this year. They're under a 3-year contract. This is year 2. And you will notice on page 1, I believe you have these documents in your packet. Just wanted to highlight the second paragraph. It says, in our opinion, the financial statements referred to above present fairly in all material respects the respective financial position of the utility as of December 31st, 2024, and the respective changes in financial position, and where applicable cash flows there ended conform to GAAP. So it's a clean water audit. So go to page number 4. Just wanted to highlight the current assets. I'll give you a minute. It looks like assets, it's a table. Highlight the first 2 line items, cash and cash equivalents and certificates of deposit of CDs. We have a total cash balance at the end of 2024 of $873,000. That is an increase from the prior year of about $200,000. Then on page 6, which is a statement of revenue, expenses, and change in net position, you'll see there's a line item of other income, $4.8 million. That was actually a journal entry we used to have. We got ARPA funds to replace our cast iron system. Those were on the general fund. They were booked at the general, and they were booked as a due to on water. So the auditor decided that we would make a journal entry to move that to the income statement. So that is just a journal entry. So that journal entry was almost $4.3 billion. So what that did is we already booked the assets on the balance sheet. So It's just cleaning it up. It's taking the due to general fund off because we're not gonna pay ARPA back to general fund because it was ARPA funds. So that's why that looks a little funky. Made our bottom line look great though, but overall, if you took that journal entry out, our net income was $533,000. So much better than the prior year of $22,000. So that is really all I have, unless you have specific questions. Again, a very clean audit. So we're very pleased with that.
Any questions for Whitney on the audit?
Got a comment that
Okay.
the auditors say that the city council and management should be involved in the financial activities of the organization on a monthly basis. Are we doing that on a monthly basis?
You
We
get
as
the-
city council people,
You get the financial statements.
that's all they care for us to do is get the financial statement.
You make big decisions like Andy came and you awarded that contract, so, I mean, if you'd like to be more involved, you can.
And
I just want to do what the auditors tell me.
Yeah.
and I was just gonna say, I think we hear that every year from both sets of auditors
You do.
due to staffing, but we can't hire enough people. We don't have the money to pay them to satisfy the auditors, so.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does, thank you.
Any other thing?
Thank you, ma'am. We need a motion and a second to approve the water audit for 2024, Whitney.
Correct.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
So a motion from Mr. Pettit, second from Mr. Simpson. Hearing no questions from the council, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Last month, the council condemned 602 Doris Street. You have before you some paperwork from Mr. Nelson. It appears that Miss Brewer has sold the house on paper to her cousin, Miss Brewer, and I'm sorry, ma'am, your name leaves me.
Bell.
Miss Bell are here. The condemnation still stands on the property. With respect to Miss Brewer, this is like selling a car without a tie. The buyer knew the house was condemned, the seller knew the house was condemned. Mr. Nelson just wants to make you aware of it. Miss Bell, has anything changed? Any money been spent on the house? Can you tell us what's going on?
No, I was just fixing what he had on the paper that need to be fixed, like the old wood in the windows. And I'm starting painting on the house. Well, we just started scraping, so we finna start painting the house, on the house.
Is there any, I hadn't kept up with it in a while, is there any electricity or water turned on at the house?
No,
Okay.
because they already had cut the wires off of there for, and I couldn't get no electricity into the house.
First one like this in 15 years, so I don't know what to tell you. The condemnation still stands. The house can still come down. We are within our legal right, counselor, is that correct? If you hadn't been by to take a look, I don't want to say it's too late for a look, but you can go look. But David's got you a nice packet there to review. And I think all I'm doing is making you aware of David's notes. Miss Bell can speak. She is the owner at this meeting. She does not have to be on the agenda. But if I hear nothing from you, we'll let the condemnation stand and the house will come down as you ordered last month.
Mayor,
Sir?
David, is there a mortgage on this house?
Yes, and it is current according to People's Bank.
People, okay.
And People's Bank has been notified.
Miss Bell, what the cost of, has anybody appraised or come up with a value of what it would cost to fix the house and get it back under standard?
I had somebody to look at it for me, and how much he was gonna charge, it was gonna be like $1,200.
Fix the house and get it?
Yeah.
Mr. Nelson, you have any other info on that, or?
I'm not sure who she's speaking with, but I can tell you just alone, the meter loop on the outside of the house will have to be totally upgraded. And I don't know anybody that's gonna do just a meter loop upgrade for $1,200. And that's just to get electricity back on.
What's the lot worth?
I'm not an appraiser, but empty lots around town, 3,000, 3,500, about all day, every day.
So, have you been on the inside? Does it,
Me,
yes.
I have not
Has
been on the
anyone-
inside because we did not have access to the inside of that house until last Friday.
Okay.
So, what about the water?
Water, it has not had water in over a year, I know.
So how long are you expecting to take to repair this house?
I said about the end of December.
So I'm new to all this, so just be patient with me. So if she repairs the house, then David, you have to approve it to be repaired. Is that correct?
So so yes, we would have to make sure that based upon the condemnation of the busted windows, the rotten wood, I don't have that condemnation in front of me, but whatever we put in that letter,
Right.
all of those would have to be completed and to satisfactory completion. All of the plumbing and electrical upgrades has to be done and inspected.
And by state law, electric and plumbing has to be done by a master
Licensed
electrician.
plumber and
a licensed plumber.
electrician.
Okay.
And per the timeline, the house was sold after it was condemned.
That is correct. The house was sold, according to this document, it was signed on August the 5th. It was taken before city council to be condemned in July. I re-notified, or we did the second certified mailing and posting of the house on August 19th. I did not receive this copy of the sale until September the 5th. People's Bank has no recollection of this document at all. I spoke with Jamie Waller today and sent him a copy of this. But on the second to the last page is the timeline from where we sent the first letter letting him know it was done, that it was a problem on December 16th, 2024. The first certified mail was sent out June the 12th. Ms. Brewer had moved, so she did not get that, but I talked to her on telephone. It was heard before the city council July 28th and condemned August 19th, the second round of certified letters and posting of the house, along with a mailing to Ruby Brewer's new address was sent. Ruby Brewer signed for that on August the 24th. September 19th was the official time up of the condemned. Received that selling contract on September the 5th and sent all of that to Jennifer and received the attached email from Jennifer back on September 16th. All of the photos taken today were taken today, and you can see from the pictures there is one piece of new wood on the front. We used some older wood to secure a broken window on the south side of the house. We still have a busted window on the front side of the house. We have the splitting of bricks on the front side of the house. No electricity, no water. I'll I'll let the pictures speak for themselves.
I have,
All of those pictures were taken today.
I have a question, I believe. In my mind, so with the house being, my concern is your finances and being able to get it up to where it needs to be in the time frame. And that time frame is what, 30? Is it, how long?
I heard December, so I would say that's October, November, that's 90 days if that's December of 25.
And my concern for you is putting monies into something that when the time comes is not up to code and you've lost your money. That's a concern that I have for you. From the pictures, I don't know what it looks like on the inside, but on the outside it looks like it's going to take a lot. And my concern is you putting what you have into that, and when the time is up, if it's not up to code, you kind of lost your money. You understand this? That's my concern.
What about mold, David? A lot of mold.
Again, I have not been in the house. I know that the house has sat with the condition it's in since July of last year. So with the tremendous rains we've had, if I could go back to Ms. Tia's comment, is under the condemnation rule from the time that you condemn it and we send that next letter, you have 30 days to complete something. Both parties knew where the direction we were going, and I personally think more of an attempt should have been made than what has been made.
So what you're saying is she's contemplating a December finish, and through the condemnation, it's a 30-day after the letter.
That's right.
So it won't be a 90-day.
So, right, from August 19th, whenever we had sent the second certified mail and posting of the house, which was condemned on July 28th, from August 19th, she has 30 days to bring this house into compliance based upon the condemnation ordinance.
Okay.
So that's where I said on September 19th, the time frame was essentially up.
Okay.
Now typically what we would do here, and the only reason this is before y'all, because the time is up, was this document that surfaced at my office on September the 5th of a contract sale. And I wanted to make sure that we had all of our I's dotted and T's crossed to make sure that y'all were aware of what was going on before we actually went and actually took it down.
David, I have a two-part question. The first part you're not going to like. Is that a mobile home neighborhood?
No.
You don't need the second question.
Even if it was a mobile home neighborhood, the lot
I was going to ask lot size.
the lot size is not wide enough in order to accommodate a mobile home, because our ordinance states that all mobile homes must be oriented to the street.
Is the mortgage on a structure and land?
Cannot answer that.
Okay. Could they answer that if they were comfortable?
Sure. I don't know. That's why I said I can't answer that. It is.
It's on the structure and the, okay.
I would hope so. Well, David, if you take it down, it's going to be at the cost. You're at the cost of the city.
The city will accumulate a cost and it will be billed back to the property owner. That's the way all condemnation is done.
Right.
Should it not be paid, there will be a lien filed and it will go against their taxes.
And typically, if the taxes are not paid, we'll see this property again in 6 or 7 years from the land commissioner. So it'll eventually work its way back home. Any other questions?
I tend to agree with Ms. Wesson is, spending more money on this and then not getting it to where it needs to be could be throwing good money after bad. And that would be unfortunate.
So is anyone living here? Have we had that question? Is anyone living here in this home currently? Okay. Oh, you never know.
If there are no other questions or comments, and you are free to speak. If you don't change direction, the property will stand as you voted in July to condemn and to come down, and the lot be cleaned up. I hear no action, so I will say that the council's decision, Counselor, am I right? Council's decision stands? Very good. All right. Let's move to item number 4, which is Mr. Jefferson's quarterly report on community service. Mr. Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
I guess this is the third quarter report. Is it? I did not have comment last month. I should have, but I wasn't ready. So
we all have those days.
This is coming from, I guess, May the 1st of 25 through August 31st of 25. I serviced 31 defendants in that time. We collected 461 bags of trash off our city streets. I assisted 7 agencies. That's the Magnolia Housing Authority, CCAP Thrift Store, Pine Valley Cafeteria, Columbia County Baptist Association, Arkansas Probation Department, Columbia County Library, and Lake Columbia. I update with District Court, Miss Nancy Moody, 2 to 3 times a month or when they request. I had 5 job placements through this quarter, and I currently have 2 positions available, and this concludes my sponsors nonprofit quarterly report.
Say just a little bit more. Let me get this text sent to Blake Carroll.
Okay.
Blake Carroll, I'm checking to see. I told Mr. Jefferson there's a solid waste grant. I say grant. There's always this time of year solid waste district meets and who has needs, and I'm trying to see if that's still open and see if we can't get more bags and more pickers, because that all comes out of the street department. And how many bags did I hear you say you picked up?
461.
Yeah, we could use some bags. All right. Thank you for that report, Mr. Jefferson. Any questions of Mr. Jefferson, his report? The item of new business that I have before you is a quote from Fallon Tractor on a tractor trade. We were going to put a tractor in next year's budget, the 26 budget, but after being on this tractor last week, and it has some issues, and I went and had those issues looked at, I had him give us a quote for trade on that tractor. Go ahead and replace it. I'm before you because I like the trade on the tractor. Jerry has the money. We won't be financing anything. We'll replace this money with asphalt milling sales, and we have a potential sale coming up that will more than cover this, but right now, with your approval tonight, the money will come from the street department and we'll replace that probably in the first quarter of next year. But there is a need. This tractor pulls the batwing bush hog that we just bought. That mows the airport. We will be sending 2 to mow the 20 acres for Southwest Planning, which is on the highway on Harvey Couch Boulevard, that we will be paid for. But we are in kind of a jam for a tractor at this time. Can have this tractor.
This is the one you want?
Yes, the difference, that will work. The other 2, where your thumb's at and going up, tractors are just like cars. They're getting a little bit too smart for people. And I asked Mr. Fallon just to keep it where any of us at this table could operate it.
Is this has it got a cab?
Cab and air, 4-wheel drive, front loader. and we're replacing a 14-year-old tractor. So Kubota has been proven and reliable to the city. It is the only tractor dealer inside the city, and they give us good service, and they always have our parts on the shelf. So I would ask, if you have no questions, a motion to allow this purchase to go through. And first quarter of next year, when you always hear the budget, help me, Whitney. No, when in January, when we have the budget amendment to the budget, you'll hear first quarter, because this is not a budgeted item and you must approve.
I make a motion that we.
Second.
Motion from Mr. Simpson, second from Ms. Story. Any
Yes.
questions from the council? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. I just had a text from Mr. Lewis, Jerry Lewis, our street superintendent. Everything's coming along nicely. I think I speak correctly. We're about to finish up all the milled streets, all the streets that we milled. We will be going to Chinky Pen North. We will be going to Ward 2. I know Hightower's on that list to be done this year. So we'll start doing some streets before the cold weather sets in that are not curb and gutter.
So what about Bay?
Bay is coming. I don't know when we're getting to Bay, but
I just want to keep it on your mind.
Bay is on our mind. We are going to Bay Street. Every street in the city that has not been looked at in the last 10 years will be looked at. I think at the end of the day, we're going to give Maine and Jackson a look if the money's still there, even though they were overlaid by the state. While we have it, we want to make sure that every street gets the attention it needs. So you all will see improvement in your wards, I assure you that. Something that I need the public to understand, when you see this paving equipment and you see that oil truck working, don't drive down that street. You shouldn't need barrels. We had a little incident last week where a man drove down on us and he tried to go around the oil truck and broke an arm off the oil truck. So these streets are nasty with oil. Don't drive your car down there, because I don't want to get a phone call from you. So just turn and go a different way, please. We will be having our first finance meeting in 1st of November. Whitney will be reaching out to you. We're going to start to work on budgets here in October. Next month we will pass our yearly millage. See no changes coming, but we have to do that every October. Anything that needs to come from the council at this time?
Yes, Mayor.
Ms. Wesson.
I would like to give a shout out to the water department, Mr. Quantrez and Mr. Nicholas. They were doing some work. The fiber optic were digging and broke a water line. We were without water for about 3 hours. These two gentlemen worked in the rain to restore our water. So we are very thankful to them, the water department, for having some guys that work through the rain and get the job done. So I want to shout out to them. Thank you so very much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And they would be here tonight, but they're on a bad leak. There's another family without water. And Andy can report to us next month, but we've put a lot of plastic in the ground. You heard Whitney talk about our CARES Act and COVID money. We did not pass that out to people. We put that in the ground. We still have some AC and some cast in the ground. If I had to guess, I would say that a bore crew has hit a water line. Am I guessing right?
Monzingo was just a leak.
Monzingo was a leak.
But Boreline was hit on Jackson just a few minutes ago.
Okay. So we're working on that. Council, thank you for being here tonight. If there's nothing else to come before you at this time, I'll entertain a motion. Motion to adjourn from Mr. Jefferson. Second from Mr. Simpson. All in favor? Aye. We'll stand adjourned.